on the Chesapeake Bay, where they holler the anthem till they're blue in the face. Not a word is spoken, yet the pitch is high. They're gonna carry that note till the day they die. Scamper fast, scream loud, flap high. The Guineas rule this land. This is the battle cry. Roaming the grounds, no time to nest. Here at the Guinea Farm, field and forest.
Hello everyone, welcome to One Perspective. My name is Brett and I'm a man who loves solitude. Today we're at one of my favorite campsites ever, the Guinea Farm Field and Forest. You can check them out on HipCamp. Now they have 3 sites on this property. Currently we're at the Trilogy Micro-Cabins. There's also the Stargazer Tiny Cabin and the Wisteria Treehouse. Now I've been here twice before. This is my 3rd time, and I love it. I've got a great host, thank you, In, and we're going to be staying right back here in this micro cabin today. For the first time, actually. The first time I ever came out to this property, this wasn't even here. They had a trifold suspended tent in the air, hence the name Trilogy. But now it's just Trilogy in the name as Legacy. So guys, if you like this type of content, please give me a like, please give me a subscribe, and we're going to walk around and check out the property. I've already been to 2 of the local beaches. I'm going to show that footage a little bit later in the video, but we're going to get to check out the Stargazer Tiny Cabin for the first time, and I may be going there for a future trip, maybe when it gets a little bit colder. Having said that, let's get started. All right, we're going to check out my sleeping quarters here tonight. This is awesome. Now, the property owner, Ian, he built this himself. He's a pretty great guy. He does bird breeding, and he's a little bit of a carpenter too. So it comes with this nice bunk bed, a couple camping chairs, and the whole thing is screened in. And thank goodness, because it is hot. I'm chilling already. Now, I'm going to check out this bed, but just in case it's not to my liking, I also brought a cot, you know, and I have my own mattress as well, the Hest Foamy Wide mattress. I also brought a tent just in case anything goes awry, but I don't see that happening. We don't have any precipitation going on to my knowledge, and I'm going to be playing some video games today. I got here early and I've got a lot of time on my hands. We're going to have a great dinner tonight. I won't spoil what it is just yet, but guys, let's explore the property and see what we got around here. Stargazer Tiny Cabin coming right up. All right, we're gonna go check out this Stargazer Tiny Cabin very, very soon. This is cool. I actually haven't been able to check this one out yet because every time I came, someone was always renting it. So, guys, I have a few guineas over here, and I'm gonna try to get them on camera before they fly away. All right. You're probably gonna be skittish here, but we'll see how close we can get. Hey guys. All right, they don't want to have anything to do with me, and yeah, they're cursing at me. All right, so right away I see that there's been a little bit of woodwork here done. They cut a little step out of that log. The railings here look like driftwood, maybe they got from the beach. Oh yeah, let's check this out. Whoa. Cool. You know, I'm gonna leave the door open a little bit. Oh, looks like they got a little wood stove here. Final Fight. That's a classic game. All right, you got a little bunk bed slash futon couch combo. Classic pictures of the Guineas. Oh, look at that. They got a projector here. Nice. Just shut the door here. I want to make sure I don't get any bugs in here. I was trying to keep it for light, but I think the lighting is good. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, nice. We got running water. Oh man. My wife may like to come here. Now this is cool. Look at this little staircase up to the top. Wow. Kind of magical. Guys, look at this. You got like oh, this might be a queen. Might be a queen size bed. Oh man, this is so cool. This is why they call it the Stargazer Tiny Cabin, because as you sleep, you can just look up into the galaxy here. Man, this is so cool. Oh, I love it. All right, right behind me is where this projector goes right onto the wall. If you look over here, see that little white thing? That is gonna come across the wall there, and it's a nice little screen, and it projects right onto it. If I'm not mistaken, you can probably hook up one of your streaming services and project it right onto that screen and have a pretty sweet night. All right, we're done with the Stargazer Tiny Cabin. Man, I definitely think I want to rent this one in the future. You know, there's something I have to say about my host and the way he keeps his property. This place is clean. I mean, really, I didn't see a speck of dirt on the floor. You know, you come here, you're at this particular site, it's a little bit into the woods, it's nice and shaded. It's just a good time to relax and get that perfect solitude. Let's check out one other campsite. We've been to it before in a previous video. It's called the Wisteria Treehouse. We'll be there momentarily. All right, I think we're gonna take a pit stop here. Guys, this is the axe board. I threw this axe a few times on my first trip. In fact, I made a little joke, 7 times a charm. But let's see if I can get a better record here than 7 hitting that bullseye. Oh. Yeah. All right. Only took 2 tries to get it that time. All right, friends. Now we are at the Wisteria Treehouse. Now this is a cool spot. Let's check it out. All right, everybody. Now I have previously stayed here. It's a nice spot. Look at that. Looks like a little telescope now. They definitely have the projector in here, but what is really cool is they've got the Nintendo 64 with Mario Kart. A few controllers for your convenience. This is a sweet spot. Look at that. There's plenty of airflow in here. All right, so right behind me, if you shut these windows and then you pull this little screen across, that's what you can project the Nintendo 64 on, or the streaming services. Now, I had a great night doing some 64 games. He's got a few here, but I brought a couple of my own too. And man, it was like reliving my childhood a little bit in a clubhouse, you know. But anyways, I'll share a link to that video if you'd like to check that one out at your own convenience. Now, let's go down and check out that picnic table and fire pit area. All right, everybody. I really hope that you enjoyed the exploration of all the campsites here on this property. I really think that this is one of my favorite ones that I've gone to. It's always been a good time. It really has. Maybe I'll bring some of my family out here eventually. This is definitely a glamping spot now. You can still come out here in your own tent. There's actually a field over here for this particular site where a bunch of people can set up and, you know, have a good time. But I am going to be inside of the Trilogy Micro-Cabin tonight, so no tent needed. I am on my vacation now, and I'm starting it with you guys. I will say this, I am glad I'm on it because I'm feeling a little burned out. I really feel like the march up to this vacation, I have felt every step. And it's time to get some relaxation in my life. So today, we are definitely going to eat some good food. We're going to chill out, man. I mean, seriously, chill out. I mean, it's hot, it's humid. There's no need to sweat too much and have a heat stroke. I'm in the shade currently, and it feels perfect. Let's share with you my little trip to the 2 local beaches, and then after that, you'll see me back at the Trilogy Micro-Cabin. Bring you back in a bit. Hey everybody, we're over here at Haven Beach Cove. Now this is just a little north of Aaron's Beach. I went out to that beach the first time I came out to the campsite. Now, it's not quite the private experience that I was hoping for, but it is getting close to Memorial Day, so there's a lot of families out here. The weather is beautiful. I'm currently standing on like a rock jetty, you know, looking out here into the Chesapeake Bay, and I just love it, man. The wind is hitting me just right. The sun is out. I've got my sunblock on, and I'm just enjoying my time here before I go down to the campsite. Bring it back. All right, everybody. I decided to go south and check out Aaron's Beach as well. Now, this is the first beach I came to when I went to the Guinea Farm Field Forest campsite for the first time. The landscape has changed big time. The shore looks like it's come in a lot further. The sand looked like it's gone out a little bit too, and there was a lot of growth here. I don't know if it was cut down or what, but it's definitely different. When I was at all right. Well, the wind is pretty fierce today, so that knocked over my camera. We're just going to get down low and talk. So The first time I came here, I tried to do a little bit of saltwater fishing. It was the first time I ever tried it out. I don't know if I was really doing the right thing or it was the right time of day, but the other beach has a better spot for you to go fishing. You can walk out to the rock jetties and get a little further out. I was just trying to kind of cast it off the shore here, and I didn't have any luck. Maybe one day I'll get back into the saltwater fishing and catch one down here. Now, this beach had about 5 people here. The other beach had about 40. So it's definitely a chill spot, you know, if you're just trying to come down here and not be around too many people. But I will say the other beach is a little nicer. I'm not having this problem right now, but I remember the first time I came down here, there was a lot of biting flies around here. I didn't experience any of that at Haven Beach, but anyways, I hope you guys like the beach exploration. We're gonna get started with the Guinea Farm. Hey everybody, we're chilling out on the picnic table. Some time has elapsed since we last spoke, and I feel super relaxed. But I'm hungry. Now, I'm not ready to eat dinner yet. I mean, it's only 3:40 p.m., but breakfast was a long time ago, and since I've been walking around the property, I have burned up some energy. So let's get a little snack. Hopefully it doesn't spoil my dinner. I really hope it doesn't, but this is what I got. I got some Gatorade Zero, get some electrolytes back in my system. We have some tuna, hickory smoke flavor. Never had this one before, but I'm trying to branch out, try something new. Now, I grabbed some mayonnaise packets from the store. They are Kraft. They're not Duke's, unfortunately, but we're gonna make do. And of course, we're gonna have some crackers with it, so it's gonna be good. Oh! Why does something always happen when I'm trying to do this food? I just don't get it, man. Last time it was the grits, now it's the crackers. My goodness. All right. Smells good. A little bit of mayo. Bon appetit. That's really good. Yeah, hickory smoke flavored. Good stuff. Guys, I'm not going to force you to watch me eat this. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to clean up these crackers and we'll bring you back in a bit. All right, everybody, this might be the easiest setup I'll ever do for a sleep system. First of all, I don't have to put up the tent. I'm not in any close quarters, cramped over, you know, trying to make it happen. So let's check it out here. Let's go ahead and put our mattress out. Bam. That's done. Now, I'm not getting in this sleeping bag tonight. It is way too hot. It's like, well, geez, it says 95. Doesn't feel like it where I'm at because I'm in the shade. But I don't want to sweat and get it on this mattress. So I just put it on the sleeping bag. That way, if I do sweat, I can wash that. I got this little comforter, but I don't even think I'm going to need that. I might end up having to sleep on top of that. And of course the pillow. Done, son. Now let's get out there and have a little chat, and then we'll play some video games. Okay, My little snack is over. Sleep system is up and going. Now it's just time to relax. I'm having a great time today. When I'm doing these videos, I have to remind myself, stop and relax some. Maybe don't even film some of your stuff. Just chill out and kind of be present in the moment. Because if I just film everything and I'm so busy not just letting my mind relax, I'm gonna go through this whole trip and not even remember it. I actually had a great trip the last time I went, and not here, but to the creek reservoir with my 2 nephews. If you haven't seen that episode yet, please check it out. It's the first time that I ever did an episode with someone else other than just a solo trip. But I'm glad I did, because I finally got to do a collaboration with my nephew, Vasette. Now, if you haven't seen his channel yet, it's called Outdoors with V. Now, he inspired me to get into this as well. Now, Vasette, this man, he drives a Toyota Tundra. He loves going to the mountains. He does tent camping. He does backpacking. He just loves being out there. But we differ in one way. He loves really cold weather. He can handle it. Me, I gotta bundle up and I kind of gotta just endure it. I'm trying to get better at it, but he's just a little bit more hot-natured than me. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, check out the link in the video. It's a fun one. I got my little fan going. Got my Gatorade, almost drank all the way. And it's almost time for that Nintendo Switch. Now, guys, I decided to go ahead and pick up the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection for my Nintendo Switch. I'm actually double dipping a little bit. I have it from a PlayStation 5. But with the new movie that just came out, Mortal Kombat 2, the reboot, it got me interested in playing this game again. So, Mortal Kombat is one of my top 7 games of all time. I've been playing it since the first one in the arcades. And I loved the first movie, not so much the second movie, and I'm talking original movies. That's the one where the first guy who played Shang Tsung did such an amazing job. There's this great scene where he's like, "Your soul is mine." Rest in peace to that guy. He just died recently, but I saw him in another show called Man in the High Castle. That's a very interesting one as well. Let's get back to Mortal Kombat. I have been a fan of it since the beginning. I really got more into it with Mortal Kombat 2, and I have a lot of great memories of that. So, I've seen the rebooted series for Mortal Kombat. The first one was okay. I didn't like how they had that guy Cole in there instead of just straight up Scorpion, as a role. But I think it's going to come together in the second movie. I was hoping I would see this movie before I came here so I could report on it. But my son had to go to work early this week, so I wasn't able to see it with him. We're planning on seeing it sometime later this week. Hopefully it's going to be good. But I will say this. I cannot wait to play Mortal Kombat on the Switch. So without further ado, let's get that started. That is a nice intro. I love it. Yeah, baby. Fatality. Here we go, baby. Boom. Yeah, baby, spine rib. That was a lot of fun. I really had to grind to get that fatality. Actually, before I started filming, the first match was actually just a practice match, and I actually pulled it off, and then I just could not pull it off until like I almost reached the mirror match. And I had to do that pit fatality when we got to the pit. So now, guys, I'm going to enjoy this by myself for just a little longer, and I think I'm going to get some dinner going after that. Bring you back. All right, guys, I decided before we get dinner going, I want to put up some lighting in here because there's no electricity in here. There is no lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my old copper light that I got last year. I'm going to string it around the bed here and plug it into my battery bank, so when I come in here to chill out, play some Mortal Kombat 2, I'll have some lighting. Alright, we're going to light that up when it gets dark, and hopefully we'll be able to see a little bit better. Bring you back. Alright, everyone. It's time for dinner. It's time to cook dinner. Now, I've kept it a surprise all day, so this is what we got. We're gonna be eating some French cut green beans, or as we call it in the South, snaps. We're gonna be eating some corn on the cob. We're gonna boil that. And here is the creme de la creme right here. I've got a ribeye. I've been marinating that in Worcestershire sauce. That's how I pronounce it. I know it's not the exact way, but Worcestershire. And it's got a few other spices on it. It's going to be really good. So let's get that going. Pepper went in my eye. I forgot the butter. I wanted to put some butter on that corn, but some salt will just have to do, and some pepper. All right, friends, the cooking is done. Now what we have to eat is steak, corn on the cob, and snaps. This is the great American Southern cooking dish right here. Love it. Before we do that, I want to say a prayer because you got to thank God for this. Dear Lord, thank you for the day you have given me. Thank you for the solitude that you've given me. Thank you for the physical ability to come out here. Thank you for the wonderful food. Please bless it to my body and for me to have a nice night. In your name we pray, amen. Guys, let's take a bite. Let's see how it goes. All right. There we go. Ooh. Very good. Very good. Let's get some snaps going. Nice, nice. Hiccup. Last one up, the corn. Actually, I need to add a little bit of salt to that because I didn't add that or the pepper yet. Unfortunately, somehow or rather, I just did not put the butter in here. So no butter tonight, but it's all good. Oh man, that's juicy. I'm blessed. Life is good. I'm gonna enjoy this and I'll bring you guys back a little bit later. All right, everyone, dinner is over. I ate all of it. It was delicious. Now, I've got a little surprise for us. We're gonna be returning to the Stargazer tiny cabin, so let's go. This wasn't here before. Look at that. That's my favorite character right there on the screen. So earlier I got a message from Ian, the host, and he said, come back to the Stargazer tiny cabin. I'll throw in my Mortal Kombat arcade box here. Now, this is going to be an upgrade coming to this particular site. He wanted me to show you guys, and while I'm here, I might as well play a couple rounds. I did tell you we were going to play Mortal Kombat 2, so let's do it. Check this out, guys. This thing has everything. Mortal Kombat 1, 2, Ultimate 3, Tubin, Gauntlet, Wizard of War, Joust, Rampage, Root Beer Tapper, Defender, Bubbles, Paperboy? What? That's crazy. Wow. Paperboy? That would be hard to play on arcade. But I told you guys we were going to do Mortal Kombat 2, so let's get started. Alright, let's get it going. Katana. This was so awesome in the arcades. Yeah. Oh! Trying to do that fatality. Yeah! Finally did it! I better have caught that on tape. Alright, that was a ton of fun. I definitely started sweating, man, you know, grinding in this game. It's getting a little dark. Let's go back to the Trilogy campsite. I think it's time for a campfire. Alright, everybody. We're back to the Trilogy campsite. I've had a great day. I've been chilling out, I've been eating, I've been playing games, I've been exploring the property. God, solitude at its finest. Now, let's get a campfire going. I'm going to process a little bit of wood. We're going to get that fire going and we're going to have a little chat. All right. I don't think that hatchet is sharp enough to do this, or maybe heavy enough, but I split up a little bit of it. I'm just going to stack some in here and we're going to get the fire going. Okay, friends, I'm going to be honest. There's not a lot of deadfall out here. There's a couple little branches laying around, but you know, this is a very healthy forest right here. You don't have a lot of old dead trees or anything. And it's been a long day. In fact, it's 9:29 p.m. So, it's stuff crawling on me. So I'm just going to get this fire going. I'm going to use some lighter fluid. I'm not ashamed. And I'm going to chill out with you guys. If these bugs will stop crawling on me. My last trip, this felt perfect. I didn't want it to end, but today is different. I'm wearing shorts, and to me, any day I can wear shorts is a good day. Guys, it's been a year since I've been to this exact campsite. For the first time ever on this property. Now I've been here 3 times as of today. This is a good little spot in the Middle Peninsula. It's a special place jutting out into the Chesapeake Bay. And for everyone watching, if you are in the area or you're willing to drive here, check it out on Hip Camp. It's a good one. I actually just passed another milestone in my marriage. 21 years with my wife. And I'm very proud of that. There's a lot of problems in marriages nowadays because people are not serious about doing this stuff. They're unsure when they get into a relationship and try to take it to the next level. All right, I had to move a little bit. I'm trying to do a monologue here, but this fire has other plans. So, I didn't get here to 21 years with my wife because of luck. I love my wife. I believe in love. And I believe that if you're going to do something, you better be sure of the person that you're with. I know I was a young person when I made that decision, but I felt like I was a little bit more mature relationship-wise than most folks are. I'm so confused, man, how people get to the position they are if they're not even sure about doing this. If you're not sure about getting married, then don't get married. And if you're not sure about staying in a relationship with a person, then don't do it. But don't string people along. And definitely don't tie the knot and then turn around and say, you know what? I changed my mind. Marriage is not just a relationship between you and your wife or your husband. It's a pact with God. So when you throw that away like it didn't mean anything, it's pretty serious. Now, I'm not talking about any abusive relationship, physical or verbal. I'm talking about you just woke up one day and you decided, I'm not in love with this person anymore. I'm not going to work on it. I'm just going to throw this whole thing away. I'm going to ruin this person's life. I'm going to walk away. You know, there's financial stuff involved in that too. Sometimes people get into relationships just because they're looking for that. Well, that's not love. I'm in it for love. I'm in it for life. And I believe in the contract with me, my wife, and God. I'm never going to give up on it. Being married isn't always easy, you know? Hopefully, when you meet somebody, you change each other for the better and not for the worse. And in general, all of you are going to change at some point. And that's okay. You get older, you get more mature. There's things that you care about now that you didn't care about then. Or vice versa, you don't care about the things that you were worried about back then. But you got to work through it with your spouse. You know, that vow you take for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, you don't get to bail when the latter of the two is your status. It's for life. Be careful what you say in a marriage. Think about it real hard, because in a moment of anger, you might say something that affects your partner forever, and they're never going to forget it. Often when you're young, you're kind of talking out the side of your neck sometimes about something you're so riled up about and worried about, only to later change your whole perception on the way you believe things. Babe, I love you. I'm yours forever. Next year, my parents are going to be celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. I'm very proud of that. One day I'm going to be there, and hopefully beyond. Wow, this smoke is something else. But every year I'm alive, I'm going to still be working hard for my wife. I'm still going to be telling my wife that I love her, and I'm going to make her feel special. And if you're married, that's what you should be doing too. This is your person for life. I'm going to hit that word a lot because it's true. And this fire here is dying out a little bit. But you know what? I'm not going to give up on it. I'm just going to give it a little encouragement. Sometimes that's all a marriage needs. A little support, a little understanding, a little belief in the other person that you're with. You guys are not two people anymore, you're one. And if you have kids, your life is not just about you anymore. It's about them. And your kids are both part of you and your wife. That's something that no one can ever take away. Always treat that special. Believe in love, believe in faith, and never give up in your life or your marriage. I'm going to love my wife till my last breath. I hope you do too. Guys, I'm gonna try to do this video real quick before bugs attack my face. The fire is dying down a little bit. I'm gonna retreat to the micro cabin. I'm done filming for the night. It's been wonderful. Thank you for watching the video so far. I promise I'll bring you back when the sun rises. Good morning, everybody. I've been up for a little bit, just trying to wake up. It's a beautiful morning. It's 73 degrees. It feels really nice. I think I'm ready to start making some breakfast. So, bring you back. All right, everybody. This is going to be the spread this morning. We're going to have Vermont maple syrup, sausage links. We're going to have some fruit. I'm going to also have some grits. We're giving it a second shot. Not going to spill it today. On top of the grits, we're going to put some gravy, and we're going to put some mushrooms. Now guys, I forgot my coffee today, but luckily I have packed some hot chocolate, so we're going with the Swiss Miss. We'll get all this set up, and I'll bring you back when we start cooking. Ouch. Even this glove isn't. All right, I'm about to take my first sip of this hot chocolate. It's steaming pretty good, so I probably can't gulp it. Let's just take a little tiny sip. All right, I can tell it's good, but we're gonna have to let it cool down. Guys, I'm pretty proud of myself. Made 4 things, didn't spill anything, and it all tastes great. I've got grits, I've got sausage gravy, mushrooms, I've got sausage links, and I got hot chocolate. Life is good. I might even be more proud of this meal than the one I made last night, but let's say a quick prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for the sunrise. Thank you for the guineas out here singing to me this morning. Thank you for the food I'm about to consume. Thank you for the great time I've had on this property. Please bless this food to me, and please keep me safe on my travels back to my family. In your name we pray. Amen. Guys, let's take a little bit of a bite of this. All right, get a little bit of all that in one. Hot. It's bursting with flavor, man. All right. And let's get a bite of this sausage link too. Oh, man. I'm going to enjoy this meal, and then I will bring you guys back. I can't wait to share my next monologue segment with you. Okay, everybody, breakfast is over. I killed it. And man, it was good. Especially that gravy on the grits. I loved it. You know, this trip is actually being filmed ahead of schedule. It's actually still May and Memorial Day hasn't even occurred yet. But obviously, when you're seeing this video, it's coming out right before Father's Day. So I wanted to say something about that because I'm a father. I've been a father for 19 years. I have 3 kids. I have 2 boys and 1 girl. They're 19, 18, and 13. And they're the greatest things to ever happen to me, other than meeting my wife and getting married. Your dad can never be a substitute for your mom, and your mom can never be a substitute for your dad. I believe the greatest impact in your life comes from the leadership and masculinity of your father, whether that be for your sons or daughters. As fathers, we put up with a lot of stuff, and rarely we get credit for it. Not that we're looking for it, but it's our duty to take care of that stuff. And we have to lead by example. You have to be present in your kids' lives. You have to teach them accountability. You have to teach them integrity. Because without it, they're likely to end up in jail or worse. When you become a father, you are a role model, whether you like it or not. And your kids are going to mimic everything you do. They're going to look up to you, whether that be your sons or your daughters. They're looking up to you. So you want to be a good dad because you don't want to teach them abuse or addiction. It's really that simple. It may not seem simple because oftentimes what you're doing is just planting seeds. And you can't demand a crop to grow overnight. It takes time. But if you put that seed in their head, they're likely to have a positive life. Now, your kids are going to have to make some mistakes for themselves. That's just the way it goes, whether you like it or not. But if there are any traumas you can spare your kids, do it. Not everything has to be learned in the most traumatic way. Being a good father isn't something that you do for validation. You do it because you want to be a beacon for how your kids should be. The real reward from all of this is when you see your kids thrive because of the sacrifices you made. You know, it is said that God made man in his image. So as a father, you should make your family in yours. You've made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much. If you liked my content, please show me by giving me a like and subscribing to the channel. I've had a ton of fun on this trip. I'm not gonna lie, this was a good one. And I knew I was gonna have a good time, but this exceeded my expectations this time. We did it all. We explored the property, we played video games, we made incredible meals, we had good conversations. I love it. I want to say one more thing about the videos that I do. And if you didn't know this is a creative outlet for me. This is entertainment for you, but ultimately, this is a love letter to my family. Guys, always keep the faith, keep an open mind, and never, never be afraid to be a dissenter in a world full of opposition.
where they holler the anthem till they're blue in the face. Not a word is spoken, yet the pitch is high. They're gonna carry that note till the day they die. Scamper fast, scream loud, flap high. The Guineas rule this land. This is the battle cry. Roaming the grounds, no time to nest. Here at the Guinea Farm, field and forest.